What's going on, guys? It's your boy Keystar, back at it again with another action figure unboxing review. Today we're doing something pretty cool and hilarious at the same time. This is the Tanjiro Kamado DX edition Figma. I said I would never buy this because I said BuzzMod's the best, but I ended up being bored one night when I couldn't sleep and I ended up buying it, unfortunately. So here we are anyway with the figure. So, yep, I'm not going to blabber on too much about it, we're just going to go straight in. So before we start, we have our random items of the day, which are Layla and Nala. And yeah, and we're just going to go straight into the box. So as you can see, we have a different type of Figma box this time. We have a kind of cool image of the figure there, doing his sun breathing, Hino Kamikaga. I absolutely love that. This is basically why I bought the figure, for these effects. You've got nice gold, Rising Tanjiro Kamado, DX edition, Figma, Kimetsu no Yaiba, MaxFactory, all this shabazz. An awesome, lovely art of him there on the side. I really like that, that's really cool. You got Figma on the top, some blah-de-blah-de-blah, MaxFactory. The logo of the anime on the side, MaxFactory there. And some amazing freaking art of your guy doing water breathing, first form, Hino Kamikaga, sun breathing, various accessories and poses. I really like that, what they've done here. I've got to admit, this is why I buckled and ended up having to get it. And with that, we're going to get your boy open. It's a nice easy one. So we're going to slide the sleeve out like this. We're going to put this up here. And there you go. So there you can see window display. More art of Tanjiro, more awesome art of Tanjiro, a proper look at the stuff, your Japanese shebang, your terms and conditions, all that yada, as we're always used to, and just lovely art in general. They've done a really nice job with this, really nice job, I must admit. And with that, guys, without any further ado, we're going to blast this guy out the box in 3, 2, 1. So here we are, guys. This is our boy straight out the box, and I've got to say, he's looking pretty good, man. He looks really, really anime specific. I mean, I was toxic about this one, and I said I wouldn't get it, but at the end of the day, they have done a really good job. The only gripes I've got is I can see a few paint defects, as I always get because I'm unlucky, but they've got the colours really nicely on this guy. I have to admit, I can't lie at all. And they've got that. The face is very, very, very anime-like. If we just take a look at that, the hair colour, everything about him. The only reason I prefer the BuzzMods is because they actually come with material clothing instead of the plastic that you can see. If you look, Figma have sculpted the cloak, and I do not like these ridiculous arm joints here. Even if they're just like kind of half that off and it wasn't like a Jedi cloak that you can't remove. That is the only gripe I've got. And the arm joints are really narrow on these Figmas. The single ball pegs, and you just feel like you're going to break them 24/7. Those are my major gripes about the Figmas. And if you look there, mine looks bended. It's just a manufacturer's error. So already that stressed me out a little bit with this one. It was probably, in my opinion, something like that means wasting money if your arm joint looks already bent. So that is a big, big shame. So I'm kind of disappointed, as Kingu would say, unfortunately. But nonetheless, we'll go straight in. I'm already a bit toxic and fed up now because I've just seen that. But what can we do? We've just got to crack on and power through. Anyway, sorry guys, arm joint situation sorted. This guy anyway, like I said, he's quite nice. He feels very nice. He doesn't feel too delicate. He's still got that delicate feel to him from Figma, but you don't feel like you're going to break him just from posing him, unlike other figures such as the BuzzMod and such. So we'll go in with the paint and detail. Absolutely awesome. He's got the nice, beautiful Tanjiro hair that we all know and love, the brown mixed with red tint. Very awesome. He's got the Demon Slayer headband. Absolutely beautiful. The red and brown eyes that he's so commonly known with. Absolutely awesome. The earrings were disappointing. Basically, in certain areas, they had to censor the Tanjiro earrings because they look like the Japanese flag. So they've removed the lines to look like the sun, and they've just kind of made them like a white red dot, which is okay from afar, but in my opinion, yeah, that's a bit dodgy, but nonetheless, it's still good. His Demon Slayer uniform, just the usual blackish charcoal that we're all used to with the silver buttons. Nothing major there. The best part of this figure, I'd say, the colours-wise, is his absolutely awesome jacket, his Tanjiro jacket that we all know and love. The checkered green. You can actually get this in Legends Arceus. I wear it all the time in that game. And it's just really nicely painted. It's a shame that it's not material, because I love material cloaks. And these sleeves are ridiculously long, but nonetheless, it's painted really nicely. I don't know what that green is known as, but it's a really nice green nonetheless, and I love it in every way. His skin tone is very nice. They haven't done it too light, they haven't done it too dark. They've done a perfect contrast with the anime. Like I said, Buzzmod, the Buzzmod figure really looks like the manga version of Tanjiro. He's a bit more chunky. This figure is fully anime, so if you love the anime, this is what you're going to want, I reckon. Very, very nice. So, yeah, not too bad. Again, you go down to his Demon Slayer outfit ankles. Just white with divots, metallic. Brown sandals. And with a red strap and grey soles. So, not a major complicated design, but nonetheless, very effective for this guy. It looks very awesome. I just feel like he feels a bit small compared to the Buzzmod. I think the Buzzmod went like really tall, but he is a mini guy. I think he's literally just under 5 inches tall. So he's quite a mini guy, but nonetheless, he's really nice. I do like him, to be honest. So what we'll do next, guys, we'll dive straight into articulation, because this is going to take ages, because there's a lot of fiddling with GoodSmile. So we'll go from the top. We'll start at his head. He has really good swivel at the head all the way around. He has got the Figma ball peg, so you can look up about that far. You can go further if you really want to, but K-Star caution, we don't do that here. You can look down about that far, which isn't bad. Be careful not to bend the earrings as you're posing the guy, because they will snap off if you're not careful. You can actually get Tanjiro to move his head all the way around if you really want to. His neck is also on a ball peg, so you can swivel it and get loads of various poses. Very awesome. His arms are very good, despite the crazy single ball pegs from Figma. They do get a nice solid T-bird pose 90, so you can have him looking like a bird if you really want to, but that's quite good. You do get a bicep swivel there. You do get a really stiff elbow joint there. You do get a wrist swivel with this weird ass sleeving part, which is quite good, how they give you the option anyway, in case you're fed up with that crazy looking joint. That's not too bad. Just be careful, because obviously, like I said, mine's sculpted a bit dodgily. But the good thing about Figma is you can take things apart like an Android, so you can pop that out carefully and readjust it to the way you want. So that ain't too shabby, to be honest, guys. You get really good wrist swivel backwards and forwards all the way around, that you're really used to. Obviously, if you're changing parts out like wrists and such, always get hot water, warm water to dip the items in to make it an easier task for you, because you don't want to break certain parts of your figure. You get a really nice abdomen crunch, backwards and forwards, very, very good. You get a swivel at the abdomen and a swivel at the waist, so that's really good. This hilt piece here doesn't come off, so you can articulate the cloak slightly back if you really want to, which is quite nice. It kind of floats in the background, but we can deal with that. It's not too bad, it just floats freely. It would be nice if you could detach it, but the way this piece is sculpted here, you can't, unfortunately. But it's not too bad, because it's not as long as the Buzzmod version that you've got to detach. It actually looks a bit short, but at the end of the day, these guys are teenagers, so we wouldn't have ridiculously long hilts and swords and stuff. So, but he does feel a bit flimsy at his stomach joint, I must admit, but at least you get nice range compared to the solid, stationary, stiff Buzzmod Tanjiro. It's not too bad. The legs are really good. You get single ball pegs, but carefully, not breaking anything. You can get like double kicks, triple double skydives. No, I'm joking. You can get really nice, almost to 90 poses. Just be careful with those joints, because if they do snap, you will be crying. But you can get forward kicks, side kicks. You get a hollow knee joint, but I don't mind. It is a bit hollow and ugly when you look at the back, but it's seamless at the front, so that's all that matters. So you do get that there, which is very good. You get a swivel at the ankle, which is nice. That's not stiff in the slightest. You get forwards and backwards rocker at the ankle part here, and then a swivel, and then a toe hinge as well. So way over 20 points of articulation for Tanjiro Kamado. Very good, I can't lie. It's just nice to have a different style of figure of him that looks very anime accurate. So if you're not a fan of the chunky buzz mod, like oriental look, this probably will be for you. But the only downside for me is the price point, man. Like I said, you do get the odd blemish. It looks beautiful, but it's still a figure at the end of the day. It does look like a toy. And this, for the DX edition with all the effects, it was like 100 UK pound, which is a lot. If you can convert that to American dollars, then it's a lot of money for a toy at the end of the day. And some people don't have 100 UK to spend on a single toy. So, GoodSmile, with these DX editions, you really need to drop the price down. I can't lie to you. But anyway, with all that babbling, we're going to get into accessories, guys. So, sorry this one is all over the place. I'm not used to unboxing Figma. I'm really not. Oh, and just a side note, if someone sells you one of these saying it's brand new, the way you'll know it's sealed and brand new, even if it's got the sellotape on the box, it'll be covered in this plastic stuff when you open the box. Figma and GoodSmile are really articulate with how they pack their figures, so they will pack it with this plastic stuff. It'll be all over the figure, so just so you don't get caught out. And with that, dudes, as the music flows into the awesome Mugen Train soundtrack, we're going to get into probably the best part about this Tanjiro DX edition, which is the accessories. So we're going to scoot our boy over here. Hopefully he doesn't fall over and give me anxiety issues. And we're just going to go to the top cam for 2 minutes. So, as you can see, as we all know, you get the 2 hands he comes with and the nice stoic smiley face, my personal favourite. But you also get other faces. So you get a really happy Tanjiro face that we all know and love. You get an angry Tanjiro face, and you get probably my least favourite face, the silly Tanjiro face. Some people love this, but I would have much preferred a really stoic, angry face, like with a straight face, not even a grin, and his eyes fully whited out when he's in rage mode doing the sun breathing. I would have loved that, but maybe in a second edition. Probably the best accessory is you get a little kawaii Nezuko, and it's absolutely beautiful. She's so cute. And this is really worth it. If you don't want to get the full Nezuko figure, it's just nice to have a little Nezuko. I love it when they include stuff like that, which is absolutely dumb. You get a sword sheath for the hilt, so you can put that inside the hilt to make it look sheathed. And then obviously you get his nice Demon Slayer katana, painted really nicely, with even the red trim in the handle. Very, very, very nicely painted, that is. Very awesome. I really like what they've done there. And then the best parts about the figure are energy effects, and for me it wasn't worth 100, but these at least add value, adding a sun breathing energy slice effect and a water breathing first form energy effect slice. I think that is really, really good. So very, very, very awesome. I'm not going to get them all out because there's no need, and it's really fiddly. But you get the 2 hands he comes with, as you can see, and then various sword holding hands. You get 2 of those, like high five hands, and then slapping hands, and just generally nice posed hands. So that's not too bad. You get a spare wrist peg in case you break one, and you get a Figma display stand. So that's quite nice, to be honest, with our boy. Very nice indeed. So yeah, the DX edition is definitely worth it, to be honest, guys. At the end of the day, if you're getting one, the figure alone is like 80 bucks just for this, which really isn't worth it, man. Figma are pricing things are far too high, in my opinion. I reckon retail, I think 75 to 80, I'd say, for the DX edition, and then it should really be 55 for the standard edition where you just get the sword. So I think they are just overpricing it a bit too much. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to change over the faces quickly for you. so you can see, and I'll be back with you in a minute. So there we have Smiley Tanjiro, Super Smiley Tanjiro, Angry Tanjiro, which is really, really, really awesome. I do really like that one. And Silly Tanjiro, my least favourite face, and even luckier for me, I can't fit it on because the hole's too small and it won't fit on without hot water. And at almost the end of the review, I'm not getting hot water now, so that's hilarious how, of all the faces, that one doesn't fit. So I'm not going to argue with that, guys, because I'm not too fussed. And with that, my dudes, that is basically everything you get with the Tanjiro Kamado DX edition from Demon Slayer Kimetsu no Yaiba. In my opinion, it's a very nice figure. I'm going to put him into a pose and then compare him with the Buzz mods and run down my final thoughts. But it's not too shabby, to be honest. I was toxic at first. I'm going to give him about an 8 out of 10 if I'm kind of honest. He ain't bad, I must admit. He would have got higher. He would have got an 8.5 to 9 if only he was cheaper. 100 UK plus postage is too much for a toy figure that is 5 inches tall. I know it's good quality. I know it looks just like the anime, but it's far too much. Some people haven't got that much to pay GoodSmile. With the Rengoku one that you've got coming out, you've done that no DX edition. It's just standard. I think it's about $60 to $75 plus shipping. So it'll be 90 all in. That's better than doing 2 editions, one with a sword that's like nearly the same price, give or take 20 bucks. So that was a bit of a rubbish move you did there. But nonetheless, it is a beautiful figure, and I'm glad I did pick him up, despite some of the defects. So we can't lie about that, guys. And yeah, I'm just going to quickly click and then get him into a final pose. It won't be amazing, it'll just be a little pose. So, and there you are, guys. It's not an amazing pose because I haven't used the stand, but at the end of the day, that looks just absolutely epic there. I love it. Like the fact you can put Tanjiro doing his Himo Kamikagura sun breathing energy effect just makes all the difference. He looks like he's got some crazy scythe there, and it's just options. Having options is amazing on figures. But all I'll say to you is when equipping and de-equipping those little effects, be very careful, because this sword is really, really, really narrow, and like I felt like I was going to snap that off then. It is like bendable, malleable plastic, but constantly moving that on and off will ruin the sword eventually. So you may just want him in something like that. Looks really nice, and I really like it. And if you don't want the Hinokami, you can have his water breathing. So you can clip it on there, use the Figma stand accessories that it comes with to balance the display energy effect, and it comes over like that as you clip it onto the sword, and the accessory fits on there so it doesn't go top heavy and snap the sword off. But nonetheless, apart from that worry there that I had for 2 seconds, it is a really nice figure. I like having Tanjiro just there. You can have Nezuko sat next to him, and I just think that's really nice. And then his yin and yang energy effect, very, very, very nice. I absolutely love that. So yeah, I might even stretch to give him an 8.5. Now I've changed out some energy effects and give him the sword. Very, very nice. So yeah, sorry guys for babbling on, and sorry for how rough this one was. I was all over the place. I've got no excuse. I should be on it now, but I'm really not used to doing Figma. I'm really, really not. So, last thing I'll do, move that out the way. And just if you guys were curious which one to buy, BuzzMod or Figma, here's the BuzzMod Tanjiro. Personally, I can't choose because they're both good in their own ways. I love the BuzzMod, but as you can see, he's a lot chunkier, like the manga style, jankier. I like that Oriental look. And I love this cloak. I love the fact you can take the cloak off and have him normal. I really do like BuzzMod Tanjiro. I don't know what it is about him. Some people don't. Some people absolutely hate it. But I just think it's got a janky kind of oriental look to it. But, well, BuzzMod Tanjiro when he first came out was also $100, so the price was similar for the DX. But if you do want that anime only feel, the wholesomeness, go for the Figma. The lightness is really, really good. I can't explain. I was toxic at first, like I said, but very nice. But they're both amazing in their own way. But this Tanjiro is a bit bigger, so if you wanted a bigger one as well, go for this one. Solider, firmer, less flimsy, but way more expensive. This one, if you want the look, anime feel, the wholesomeness, as just a random character to add to your Figma collection, this is the one for you. But I'm glad I've got both, to be honest. I really like both. Weirdly enough, if we get BuzzMod Rengoku down, the BuzzMod Rengoku scales better with Figma Tanjiro, because by rights, he's older. He's like 17, 18 years old. Tanjiro's 14 or 15. So he'd be slimmer, he'd be shorter. They actually scale better together. So that is really nice. I do like that. He looks taller. Whereas with the BuzzMod, if I just show you here, they used the same body mold. They were lazy BuzzMod were. So Rengoku is only a tad taller than this Tanjiro. He shouldn't be muscly like Rengoku. So if you're going by that logic, BuzzMod Rengoku and Figma Tanjiro scale really, really nicely. I do like that. So yeah, it's all personal preference. For me, I love BuzzMod. I'm like a sucker for BuzzMod, but at the end of the day, if you wanted either, both are beautiful additions to your collection. And if you wanted the cheap one without the energy effects, well, it's not cheap, it's still $80, but this is worth a grab either way. I'd safely say, even if you didn't get the DX edition, this is a nice addition. If you just wanted a Tanjiro for your collection, get one, man. So, Figma, you've impressed me. I've changed my mind. I'm not toxic about you anymore. I do like it. When you get it in hand, the promo images not so much, but when you do get it in hand, it is very worth it. And I'm so glad I picked this up, even though it was a damage on the bank account. So that's all I got to say, really, guys. If you did like the video, please hit that like button, subscribe, all that boring stuff that you do not want to hear. That would really help me. And such, yada, yada, yada. Drink all your water, share with a friend, be wholesome, do good, be good, and yeah, BuzzMod or Figma, either way, you'll have a nice addition to your Demon Slayer collection. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thank you very much again for your time, as always, and 2 Tanjiros from the multiverse, and our boy Rengoku at the back. Say, stay safe and keep collecting.